The news the past few days has been full of stories about Black Friday. Actually, it started on Thursday for many. And even some stores are saying it's going to go on for a week. Imagine what planning and dedication went into being in those long lines and knowing exactly where you would go first. You could not have paid me to be part of that scene. But if in the end you and I can capture some of that enthusiasm, we will make a good preparation for Christmas as we begin our Advent season this afternoon. One way of celebrating Advent is to appreciate what I would call the 3 R's of Advent. Remember, repent, and rehearse. First of all, remember. These 4 weeks invite us to recall what it is that Christ has done for us. It is so remarkable, but we say it so often, that the amazing quality isn't always there. God has become one of us. He was born in poverty and died an ignominious death simply because he loves you. That's an amazing statement, yet it's at the heart of our faith. Advent indeed is a time to remember. But these 4 weeks are also a time for us to look at our lives and see how we need to change, to repent. In the second reading tonight, Paul tells us that it's time to wake from the sleep. We need to put aside the things of darkness and put on the armor of light. Where is the darkness in our lives? Paul lists various things: orgies, drunkenness, promiscuity, lust, rivalry, jealousy. We might find our darkness listed there, or perhaps in other ways: selfishness, pettiness, lack of forgiveness, betrayal of trust, ignoring the needs of the poor. Advent is indeed a time to put aside the things of darkness and put on the armor of light. Finally, Advent is a time to rehearse. To rehearse is to go through privately what will take place more formally, publicly. Plays and weddings have rehearsals. Teams have practices. And in my day in grammar school, we used to have practice tests. Advent is a time to prepare ourselves for the second coming of Christ. When is the real show? No one really knows. We only know that we will be in it one day, as an individual or as a community. I'm always struck with the common response from people who know that they will die soon. If they still have their mental faculties and some physical strength, their priorities often shift. What was so important before, job, money, success, fame, are no longer at the top of their lists. Rather, it's to appreciate a sunset, to be with family, to bid farewell to friends. If you and I could only learn that lesson when the threat of the end is not so real. We are in a rehearsal today for the end of time. The question remains as to how the final play will unfold. To remember, to repeat, and to rehearse. 3 movements for the 4 weeks of preparation that begin today.